Morning everyone, and welcome to a realistic day in my life as an online fitness coach.
Good morning. Good morning.
You guys know that we always start the morning with that morning hydration, and I kick it off with two 15-ounce glasses, so that's 30 ounces of water in total for myself. I typically add a little bit of salt in here and then a electrolyte packet, and I'll add additional salt if there's not enough salt in that electrolyte packet. But today we are unfortunately out of it, so no electrolytes today, but we got 2 glasses to still take down.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to start off every single one of your days on the right foot. I've been doing the same morning routine for honestly like a year and a half now, and I absolutely am in love with it. It really helps motivate me to wake up at that 6 a.m. morning alarm clock every single day and just wake up and start to have a good step in the right direction in the day. I'm not doing anything crazy to start my day off. I'm not doing any yoga or meditation or anything like that. In fact, it's really just my time to tune into an awesome podcast or play some good music, and I really just take care of the basic things that I need to do for myself. I first always wake up, use the restroom, and then hop on that scale just so the scale reading is consistent every single day. And then I really just tackle the entire apartment. So I clean up all of this guy's toys, and then I tackle the dishes, and that allows me to be able to fit my massive 1-gallon water jug underneath that sink, fill that guy up, and then I have my morning hydration, which is 30 ounces of water. Then after that, we take this nice morning walk, which honestly is an absolute game changer, getting natural sunlight in your eyes first thing in the morning. And then from there, we get back, brew up a little bit of coffee, and we tackle the day. Not only do I love my morning routine, but I can guarantee you that this guy also loves his morning routine too, especially when we get done with our walk. We come home and it's always Scout cookie time. So he knows what time it is. Every single morning, he literally comes right here after the walk. He posts up, he knows what time it is, and we give him a big old cookie. You guys get first view of the cookie cam. Alright guys, so before we dive into exactly what I do on my daily basis, I think it's super important that I give you guys a good understanding as to why I'm doing the things that I'm doing also. And first off, I block off my day by time blocks. I use Google Calendar. Google Calendar is an absolute game changer. Well, I do need one sip of coffee here. Oh, there we go. Give me fuel, baby. So I like to block off my times. And so throughout the day, I have different time blocks that are specific towards the different components that go into running my business. And there are 3 main components that go into running my online fitness coaching business. And the first one is going to be marketing. The second one is conversations. And then the third one is fulfillment, or that is the coaching portion itself. And it took me a long time to realize that each one has a very different focus. And if you try and tackle everything at once, a lot of times that is time that is wasted. And that is something that as a CEO or as a owner or a creator of any business, focus is going to be super huge when it comes to tackling all of those different components that go into running your business. So what I like to do is portion out those different blocks of time throughout the day, or the 3 different things that I need to do on a daily basis to properly run my business. I like to block those off throughout the day, and also I like to align it with where my energy is at too. So first thing in the morning is always the time where I'm most motivated, I have the most energy and the most focus, And during that time, I always like to tackle the hardest thing, or the portion that takes up the most time. And for myself, that is typically the marketing, because that's where a lot of ideation or visualization or thinking of the content and planning the content and then editing the content and then so on. It is a lot of thinking, and a lot of times that is also what requires a lot of energy, especially when I'm picking up this camera and I'm talking to the camera. You want to be awake, you want to show that you have energy to the people to build your brand. And so basically I like to structure the marketing portion first thing in the morning, and that is exactly what we're going to do right here. So right now I am planning, editing, and scheduling my content to be posted for the very next day, so tomorrow, and also I am promoting the content that I scheduled yesterday too. So I know that might sound like a lot. I won't dive into it too much, but the main thing that I really want you to understand is that that first time block in my morning is dedicated to just marketing. And if you can do that, if you are an online fitness coach or any online coach or any startup business owner, I cannot suggest time blocking enough where you can really dive in and focus on one specific thing that is crucial to running your business, and then take a little break after that. And then after that, you tackle the next block, and then take a little break again, and then tackle the next block. And then from there, you call it a day. Especially as your calories get lower and lower, you can change the ingredients. You can just that are in the. Whew, and just like that, guys, one YouTube video done and 2 short form pieces of content edited, scheduled, and to be posted for the very next day. And we have today's shoot planned out. So this is when we pick up the camera and we make it happen. And also, guys, I definitely want to throw in one bonus tip when it comes to content creation. If that's something that you do for yourself also, it is super important to find the flow that works best for you, and also know how much you want to post and how much you want to dedicate to your content. Right now, I'm in a building phase with my business, and I'm trying to create a lot of content. And I also have assistance with a virtual assistant now who is helping me with a lot of the other aspects of the business. So it allows me to focus on doing the tasks that I really love doing the most, and really pumping it out and just building the brand, building Allen Wandrych Fitness up from here. But again, the main thing is find the flow that works best for you. And that might look something like batch thinking or batch planning, and then the next day you do your batch shooting, the next day you do your batch editing, and then you schedule all of those out for the next week. Basically, that might look different for you. So usually I go to the gym right around noon, and I like to have my breakfast about an hour before my gym session, because that allows all the food to digest, especially those carbohydrates, and get into the system so that I have a rockin' gym session. And I just want to show you guys what my latest and greatest go-to has been. So I've been making these protein yogurt bowls, and honestly, the real game changer that I haven't used much of is honey, and I've been putting honey on top of that. And guys, not only does it taste amazing, but the honey on top also satisfies that sweet tooth while being in a cut, and it also gives you a nice pump when you're at the gym too. So highly would suggest trying out a protein yogurt bowl, especially with some honey on top. On top of here, we have 1 banana, we have some coconut flakes, we have some honey drizzled on top, and then we got 1 scoop of whey protein inside of 300 grams of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. So we're gonna smash this down, and then we're gonna head over to the gym. What is happening, everybody? Workout is complete now. We are out here taking Scout for a little walk before we go into our second working block. And today we had an awesome upper body push day. We really nailed a lot of volume when it comes to the chesticles and the shoulder muscles. I recently switched up my workout split also to 5 days. I'm doing legs, upper pull, upper push, and then legs again, and then upper body for a 5-day split, Monday through Friday. And honestly, guys, I have been loving it. I've been doing upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, and then a specialty muscle group mostly focused towards upper body for quite some time. And it's always nice to add a little bit of variation. But anyways, guys, it's time to head back and get going with our block number 2. It really makes a huge difference when you really focus in on one block or do one specific activity when it comes to your business at a time, and then you go out and you take that break. That's when I like to go and do my workout, get that done for the day, come back home, get some lunch, and take Scout for a walk. Does him a service also. And not only that too, but it gives my brain a time to breathe. So I would highly suggest, if you are also trying to build a business or you're trying to do a lot of different working tasks at once, I would highly suggest putting things in blocks and making sure that you're actually allowing yourself to have some time for the mind to breathe. So it really does change the game. And next up, what we have going on in block number 2 now is we sit down, and I usually am holding a cup of coffee, which I'm probably gonna do here in a second, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna keep this clip all rolling. And block number 2 is all about coaching and conversations. So what exactly do I mean by coaching and conversations? So I first start this block off by popping up on here a couple different tabs that allows me to catch up with all of my clients first. So I always catch up with all my clients first, and then after that, I continue conversations with potential clients after that. And I do get my clients. I'll be 110% honest with you guys. I am currently running an ad on Instagram, and I create a lot of content, and that content that I create in the first block in the morning is what basically gets people to raise their hand and say, hey, I enjoy your content, and that's my time where I can start a conversation with them and see if they are working towards any fitness goals, and if they are, that's when I can see if they would like some help or some support for them to reach their fitness goals. So I kick this block off by starting conversations with potential leads and see where my coaching clients are currently at in their fitness journey, in their journey with myself. And I have KPIs when it comes to tracking my ads. I have KPIs when it comes to tracking my clients' progress also. And KPIs, if you're not sure what that is key performance indicators. So it's basically like little check boxes to make sure that my clients are checking off the things to do when they first start with me, all the way to that final testimonial at the end. And that stuff takes time, and it also takes a lot of time to build. So that is exactly what we tackle here in block number 2. All right, guys, block number 2 was a success. We have a new call tomorrow with someone who might be joining the team. And as I'm looking through some of my clients' progress, I really wanted to show you guys what a normal fat loss journey actually looks like. And not only is this a normal fat loss journey, but this is also very similar to when you're starting a business. And with anything, you're never going to achieve fat loss in a linear line. It's always going to be some ups and downs, and these are going to be different challenges. Those are going to be different realizations that you have about yourself and shortcomings, and you're gonna find out a lot about your journey with fitness. You're gonna find out a lot about your journey when it comes to online fitness coaching businesses, just like I do. And results with my business very much replicate something that looks just like that. But with that being said, guys, we are officially done for the day. Well, actually, I gotta open that up because I'm currently uploading a YouTube video also. But we are officially done for the day, and it is time to go outside, go for our evening adventure, which is a must because it allows my brain to breathe at the end of the day. And this guy also loves it too. It is a little bit later in the day, so typically we would take like a bike ride. But today, I unfortunately don't think we have enough time. And I am gonna call it a video right here today, guys, because it has been a long day and I'm getting a little tired, and I wanna go and enjoy and be present in the moment with this guy for a little bit. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you are new here and you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel right here by clicking that button. And if you missed out on the last video, don't do that. Go check it out. It's right here. We'll see you guys over there, and we'll see you in the next one.